Everybody catching up on YouTube, thanks for doing so. Everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out. Glad you guys could make it. Glad you're sticking around. We'll probably go a little bit after the normal quitting time. Good night, Frankie. Glad you're able to hang out for a bit. We started late. We'll probably end a little bit late. Who knows? Might we even possibly finish this game? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we'll probably finish it next week, but you never know. We might get there. I feel like we're close. Good night, Frankie. Wham better than George Michael? There's really only like a total of 3 George Michael and or Wham songs that I like. Faith, Freedom, and what's the one Wham song that I like? I don't even know if there is a Wham song I like. I don't know. Fletch, you'll have to tell me which Wham songs you prefer. I don't know that I'm very familiar with it. George Michael was huge when I was in grade school, though. Anyway, let's get right back to it. Last time, what happened last time? We were with Alette. Oh, that's right. We are right outside the gates of Arborong, and we're charging toward the walls because... Oh no, do we have to do the meeting tent conversation again? Oh. Anyway. We were about to charge toward the walls, but now we have to do this conversation again. We're just going to skip past it, and I'll try to remember the exact same choices I made before. Basically, Alette and Hakon are in an argument with the king here, Meinolf, because Ludin, Meinolf's son, was under Hakon's charge and Alette's watch when he died. And the king's pissed about it. Also, he treats Alette like a piece of shit. Does Meinolf. I think I said this before, even though I'd really like to say that and that, but we'll go with it again. My name is Alette. What difference does that make? Da, 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 da. And then cue the approach of asshole. Ruga. Oh yeah, and Canary's here. Ruga. Meinolf. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You tried, remember? I don't know where these accents are coming from. I'm just making them up. Okay, yeah, so Ruga and the king argue for a bit. Ruga's deal is, look, you gotta let us in. Better to let us in, and we can all defend ourselves behind the walls than force us to break down the walls, kill you, and then build the walls back up. The king's defense is, ain't no way in hell anybody else is getting into my city on account of we don't have any food. But we have a suspicion, and I forget who, I think Ruga was the one who expressed it to us, that there must be some other reason why he's not letting people in. The king does eventually say to us that he'll let Alette and her group in as long as we don't let the Horseborn or Varl join us. And that becomes a sticking point for Alette, I think. I think we said remind them of the rumors of the dredge because we can't really do anything about the approaching darkness. Yeah, Meinolf doesn't know the first thing about fighting dredge. I wish that there was just an honest-to-God save function, so you weren't just relying on the last autosave point of the game, because there's been a number of times now where I've had to redo this shit between one and the next. Oh, they're bickering. Everybody's sick of it. So, here was the question. It was put to Alette, hey, Meinolf said, I'll let you and your human followers in, but I won't let the Varl in or the Horseborn. Or you can side with Ruga and attack me. Or actually, I think Ruga put it that way. I don't want to side with Ruga because he sucks and he tried to kill me. But I don't want to forsake the Varl and the Horseborn, so I went with Ruga. You see, Meinolf, she knows how the game works. Now, the former governor's eyes look full of mischief. Here we go. Ruga tries to stab the king. A long single blast into a war horn he blows. You look back and see all his forces charging the wall. Your clan, both humans and Varl, join the charge. Without warning, Ruga pulls his cloak-pin dagger and lunges at King Meinolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Ruga slinks behind his fighters who are charging past you towards King Meinolf. I hate Ruga's methods, Hakon says, but we have to let our people in those walls. You two rush the king and his fighters, joining the chaos of war. So, we have what we think is going to be Wake Me Up Before You Go. Yeah, that's the song that I know too, Fletch. I always thought of it as just super bubblegummy. Like, wake me up before you go. Like, you're gonna, like, I always pictured, I don't know what the music video was for that song, but I always pictured George Michael, like, skipping down a sidewalk chewing bubblegum. Anyway. Yes, we have a fight ahead of us. I have to blow my nose. I'm a little bit stuffy. I apologize, guys. I'm going to mute my microphone for a second. Ciara agrees, I think, on the bubblegummy nature of Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. The fact that they repeated go twice, it just, I don't know. It's not a bad song. It's definitely got a poppy hook to it, but it just sounded so babyish to me. Alright, here goes. Select your party. Pretty close to what they filmed. I don't know. Yeah, pretty good guess, I guess, huh? Alright, we gotta take Moger because he's our breaker, even though he's going to have reduced strength. I'm not too worried about it because we really care about this number and this number more than anything for him. We're taking Hakon because he's Hakon. He kicks ass. We're taking Alette because she's Alette. We're taking Gunnulf because he's Gunnulf. I don't know that we need Gris. Given that we're going to be charging through walls, something tells me the space is going to be pretty confined. They are I feel like this game has had a lot more battles where you're confined on the battlefield. The first game had a few like that. This one's had a lot. Your movement is very limited, and so having smaller fighters, I'm learning, would be beneficial. So I'm thinking about ditching Gris for maybe Canary or another Archer, Odli for Nid. I really want to see what Canary does. Trigvi, I think I could do better than Trigvi. I'm gonna give that to Canary. What? Give that to Canary. There we go. Or Scathak? Gosh, I don't know. Trigvi's been good for me, though. Can't promote him, though. Nid either. I'm gonna take Odleaf and say her crowd control might be useful. I don't use it very much. It might be useful. What does Odleaf have? 2 willpower on rest. That's not really worth much. 2 strength. 1 strength resistance. Two strength would be useful, but I'm kind of thinking 1 strength resistance might be useful too. That'll keep her alive longer. And as an archer, she, with the reduced strength that she only has 9. She is kind of weak. No problem, Monochromium. We just had to rehash basically the conversation that we had with King Meinolf at the end of the last stream because the autosave didn't take for whatever reason. And we're just setting up our party for the big fight at the walls of Arborong. Also, we were talking about George Michael and Wham, and whether George Michael's solo career is preferable to his career with Wham. Consensus is Wham's real only hit was Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, and it was super cheesy. So if you can stomach George Michael's solo career, maybe that's your thing. I don't know. We get into some weird tangents in streams, I find. Okay. Kill the king. Oh my god, Alette. Alright. She's not fucking around. It's not as limited space-wise as I thought. That's right. We're not charging the walls yet. We're taking on the king. There's the king. I was thinking we had busted up barricades we had to walk through, and it was going to be like single file, you know. I forgot that we were actually killing the king at his tent first. Alette is out for blood. Elite guard. Split damage dealt to king. Split damage dealt to king. What the hell does that mean? Any damage dealt to the king, half of it goes to the guard instead. Retaliate. Okay, I understand that. Regenerate 2 armor, 2 king. Oh my god. Last Christmas. Oh, Ciara, I also hate that song. My wife showed me the video to that song because I didn't know that it existed. She's like, you've never seen the video for Last Christmas? The music video is the... Talk about cheesy. The cheesiest fucking video. The song sucks. I wasn't lying earlier when I said there's really only like 2 George Michael songs that I like. Because, yeah, the rest of his music is just cheesy as hell. Last Christmas is awful. Ugh, cringeworthy awful. He does Stonewall. Adds 1 armor to allies and... Yeah, okay, shield wall. We know that. Raidmaster Champion. Oh, that sucks. Thrasher Champion. That sucks. Bowmaster Champion. They're all champions. Backbiter Champion. Well, shit. Okay. So this guy's gonna help out the king quite a bit. This is like a chess game. I'm guessing you can't get around that, huh? I want Mogre right where he's at, even though he's only got 8 strength. Stay away from that backbiter, man. That's why you liked it, Fletch? You liked it for the cheesiness? Oh, man. I just can't go there. I can't do it. Somehow I've been fortunate enough, Ciara, to only have heard it once in my life, and that voluntarily. I've never been exposed to it otherwise. So, don't know. Yeah. Fletch does seem a bit contrarian, I could see that. Also, Fletch, I'm realizing if I call Ciara Ciara, and I call Walter Walter, I should probably call you Chris, huh? Since I do know who you are. Or at least I know your name as it appears on YouTube. Elite guards will absorb strength damage to the king and split it between their own strength and armor. So I gotta kill the guard first before I can do any damage to the king, huh? That makes sense, I guess. It's basically like he's diving in front of the king's blows. Need to die before the king can. Okay, got it. This is going to be a tricky one. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. That... and did get lumped with war is over. Ah, man. Ciara, it sounds like you'd have some really good stories. Fletch just gives you a thumbs up. Alright, let's quit messing around. We're gonna bring the wham to this king defense here. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know about this, but okay. What's their order? King goes first. Oh, that's fine. Then the guard. Then the backbiter. That's not good. Damn it. Can Hakon get to him first? Okay, Hakon can get to him first. That's good. Then archer. Then dude. Then dude. Ogre can't get to shit. Maybe you're just gonna go there for now, Mogre. Alright, Hakon, I need you to do maximum walk. Like Captain Picard. Maximum walk. Kill this motherfucker. Of course, that moves the archer up. Yeah, that's fine. Kill that motherfucker. Good. Backbiter's dangerous. I don't like backbiters, unless they're on my team. King's guards are legendary. Their lives are linked to the king's. Yes, and their Mender charms will repair the king's armor. Oh god, they have Mender abilities too? Adds 1 armor to allies himself. Adjacent to... Oh, regen 2 armor to the king. Right, okay. Alright. Good range on her attack. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do with you. If it ain't Bing and David, I'm not a fan of Christmas music. So that means there's like one song that you like, Fletch? So I'm pretty sure they only did one song together, right? Can't do anything to her. Why not? Stonewall. Right, okay. Blocks 3 damage. Well, then maybe you should do that instead. Uh-oh. I didn't think you were going to make it that far. Whew! Whew. Nice dodge. That's awesome. Okay, who's going soon? Thrasher's going soon. Then the Kang. Alright. Your rain of arrows can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, we can't freeze the king in place. Alright. Hunker down. Okay. Damn. I was hoping that there'd be people up here and Gunnulf could get to them. As it is, Gunnulf's not going to go much farther than that. Ah! Ha! Ha 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 ha! A genius. Oh yeah, Fletch, I never get tired of Bowie either. Honestly, when Bowie died, that's probably the most bummed out I've ever been by a... He still got his stupid thing. Probably the most I've ever been bummed out by a celebrity death. I remember when Michael Jackson died, I was shocked. Like, oh my god, a world without Michael Jackson? That's crazy. But when Bowie died, I was actually like, it took me a good 3 or 4 days to be like, oh man, like, in my mind, he was supposed to live forever, kind of. I just never imagined that he would ever not be around. That was a bummer. Damn, okay. King can do a lot of armor break. And he's got a lot of strength. Could just kill the archer. That would bump everybody up. Go there. Do all but one. Shit, okay. That guy goes next, huh? I will want to do some strength damage to him so that he can't do very much to Alette. It's a good question, Monochromium. I don't know. He's only got one guard, so if I could get a Tempest on him and his guard at once, that'd be interesting to see how that works. I can hit him from here, huh? Do that. Okay, he went for armor break. That makes sense. You could kill the guard. Let's do it. Bumps the archer up. I'm fine with that. Okay, look out, Moger. I think I'm going to have Old Leaf do this again and try to stop the king again. Hi, Jeza, welcome. Welcome to the party. Oh, I got this king, dude. I own this motherfucker. All right, we gotta make use of you, Gunolf. You're not doing anything right now. All right, Thrasher's weak, so I don't have to worry about bumping him up. Yeah, okay, go there. This is... I never feel like I use Gunolf that well. Even though he gets more kills than just about everybody else. Shit. It was Moger. Alright, well. To find some other way to break armor then. Kill this archer, or should I try to break some armor on the king? Try to break some armor on the king, I think. Damn. Oh. See, wait, why can't I use willpower? But it's because I don't have any. No, we have not seen Ursa. She's not on the king's side, and she wasn't available to us, so we don't know what happened to her. She was there with us right when we were walking up to Arborong. In fact, she helped us stop people from taking something. Food or something, right? Damn, the king just came to fuck up Alette, didn't he? Hakon can kill her outright. We won't get a chance right away. Maybe you should do that, Alette, huh? Or at least do some armor damage to her. Who's she going after? Ode leaf. Okay. Ode. I don't know if that makes sense, but do that. Kill the king! To the gate! Back to the gate! Feeling strange. That wound Ruga gave me. He's saying this as he retreats out loud for us to hear. He's been poisoned. Bad news is we lost Mogre to another injury. There's a bear guarding supplies. There was? I didn't see it. Oh, right there. He's cute. That's Cragsman right there. I wonder what they're doing. Oh, they're probably advancing toward the walls just like everybody else. Maybe the bear's getting into the supplies. King Meinolf excuse me. King Reinolf regains his footing and falls back towards Arborong's walls as his forces rush past him and into the fray. You wave the banner of Skogar and your clan surrounds you. To the gates! You shout over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. Your forces rush the gate of Arborong's outer wall, dodging and blocking arrows as best they can. King Meinolf's army is well trained and immediately counters. Uh-oh. Get inside those gates or we're finished, Ruga shouts over the maddening roar of the rushing army. You heard him charge the gates. Old Leaf, I need to take out these archers, separate the king from his guards. Canary, hack on that barrier, will choke us off. Separate the king from his guards, I think. We don't want to have to deal with more of those guards than we already did. This might mean that whoever we throw at them dies. But yeah, separate. This both seems like the most critical thing. And Canary is the least tender. Least close to Alet's heart, you know, only recently joining the group. It takes the horseborn a moment to understand what you want, but she quickly trots forward and launches a javelin. King Meinolf never even sees it coming. It strikes him with such force that he won't be moving anywhere quickly. Huh. Interesting. Some Mogre's still... Oh, good. He's still only 11 strength. Good. It's not good, but it's not as bad as it could be. Has to get to 8 to be promoted again, huh? Odeleaf was really useful in that fight, too. Her being able to freeze the king twice, I think that was very, very helpful. I can't promote Hakon, though, right? 17, I could. Ooh. Or Gunnulf. Hakon, I think. Three, 3, 6 of 8. Could add some points there, or could add more hunker down. Avoid strength attack. Puncture. Divert. Resist strength damage. Bonus crit damage. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go with. Could promote him again, too. Of course I could. But I won't. So Hakon's now level 8. Does it make more sense to give Hakon one of these? Actually, it might. Give her that one. Give Hakon that one. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out +1 all talent ranks. Does that mean these? Item, yeah, rank +1. Ah. Huh, okay. Cool. That's awesome. Well, should we should keep rolling, I think. Roll with the ones that brought you, right? Dance with the one that brung you. What is it? What's the old country saying? Dance with the one that brung you, I think. Oh my god. Oh, we're already in. Okay. Oh. Good thing we got multiple archers with us. Oh shit, look at that. Okay. Nobody on this side, that's good. So we just got these mean ladies to worry about. Look at this. Just look at this. This is so beautiful. I mean, beautiful in a Carnage sort of way. Wow, this is huge. They're giving us a really big look. That's really cool. I like it. This makes me want to watch Sleeping Beauty again. Sleeping Beauty is such a beautiful movie. Man. Okay. Oh, Canary's... She's already up there. Can I move Canary? I cannot move Canary. Because she already went up to separate the king from his guards. But there's still 2 guards. What the hell? Maybe there'd be more if I hadn't sent her? Yes. This is you're right, Monochrome. This is a crowded map right here. There's a lot going on. Like there's sheep there. There's some lady that looks like Juno, but of course can't be Juno, I hope. Look at that guy. He's just hanging out. These people are just hanging out, enjoying the show. Look at that old man right there. Well, surely it'll end well for me. It's never gone wrong before. These guys have nothing better to do. Their king is under attack, and they're like, yeah, let's just hang out and see how this goes. Alright, here's what I think. I think we're going to want the archers here-ish. So we can take these things out quickly. These ladies out quickly. Because we're not going to want to have to bust through the barricades if we don't have to. That is going to be a problem. Canary is going to be a problem. Nope. Damn it. Ogre's going to go there. Hakon's going to go there. Gunnulf, I think, again, you're going to end up... Oh, damn it. Come on, game. Gunnulf's going to end up being poorly used again, I think. This music rocks. Alright, let's do it. Is he back to full health? He's still poisoned. Wait, why is he poisoned? Oh, Canary poisoned him. Okay. Starting to feel weak. Did Ruga poison? No, Ruga poisoned him. Right. Kill the king! Let's play in all the hits. Protect the king! No, move. I kill you. Okay. We could have done better than that, Canary. Oh, Canary! Son of a bitch. Alright. God damn it. Well, that sucked. Ugh. Not happy with you, Canary, the way that that happened, but I guess I set you up that way, didn't I? What is he doing? He's not doing anything. Okay, Canary. Better go there. Maybe you can poison the king even more? Oh, it's gonna hit his guards. Oh, there's another one back there. Shit. Okay. Does that mean he's like double poisoned now? No, Ruga's poison, -1 strength per round. Poison tipped, 2 strength damage per round. Okay, good. That did take. Good. Alright, Alette. Alette, you better take that lady. And I know this is going to bump people up, but I don't care. These guys don't give a shit. They're just going to hang out. Oldleaf. We don't know which way the king's going to go. He might attack Mogre. He might attack Canary. He might attack Gunnulf. We are more interested in getting rid of these archers, so go there. Ah, damn, you can't kill her. Alright, fine. Ooh, that's a lot of armor. Just barely can't reach him. Okay. That's a lot of armor break. Alright. Oh, fuck. I didn't think of the backbiter. Okay. It's time, man. Make as much as you can. Hang in there, Mogre. Do a lot of damage to the backbiter, actually. We'd put onions in our belt, which was the style at the time. Now, back in those days, you had to take the ferry to Shelbyville. And the ferry cost, what was it? The ferry cost a quarter. Back then, nickels had pictures of bees on them. Say, give me 5 bees for a quarter. Guards sure take their sweet time, don't they? Okay, let kill her. Archery strike. Ooh, that did critical damage. Alright, I see. Hunker down, hunker down. Oldleaf, go there and kill her. Grandpa Simpson is classic, man. Resisted. Nice. Gunnulf, do your thing, man. Ooh, okay. Poor fool. That's your death. We can't get Mogre in a spot where he can do armor damage to that guy, so I'll just have him kill that guy. He's so far back in the queue that I don't care. Or have him do this. Yes, have him do that. Where the hell did you come from? Alright, this is perfect for you, Hakon. This is freaking goddamn beautiful for you, in fact. Oh, you beautiful son of a bitch. What? What did you say? What are you doing? They got an extra attack, but he deflected it. Okay. Okay, kill the backbiter. So long, Mogre. Oh, nope. He hung on for one more turn. Gunolf should be able to kill him his next turn. Go on. What are you doing? Nothing. Okay, fine. Ode. Putting you right there. We're gonna do that. Go on, do your worst. That's fine. Okay, kill the king. Kill the king. Oh yeah, Publican, you got it. Yep. Oh, we didn't kill the king. Right, because we can't kill the king right now. The king has more armor than he did before. That sucks. Mogre's gonna die this turn, so might as well bang out as much armor as he can. Nope, he's not. Alright. Sure. Yeah, there's 2 more guards right there. Oh god, I hope you're wrong. Monochromium, I hope they can't join in. So that jumps the king up. Okay. Shit! Forgot about Alette. Ah, damn it. She's unprotected. Hang on a second. Poison. You take the poison? He took the poison. Oh, good. Didn't kill Mogre. The king dies his next turn, basically. Mogre! Bye. Sorry. Ode, kill him. God damn it. Mono, you were right. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. That. Oh, right. Because the king's still alive. The king keeps passing it off. There we go. Poison did it. My kids and I watched one of my favorite Simpsons episodes of all time, which is the Lemon Tree one, the Shelbyville Lemon Tree one. And one of my favorite parts is when Grandpa Simpson is sitting there at the lemon tree and he says, "Oh, this reminds me of the old days." And all the kids in the neighborhood are like, "Hey, look, everyone, an old man is talking." And they all walk up and sit down around him as if any kids have ever done that ever. And then Grandpa Simpson starts talking about the old days, and all the kids are like, "Oh," and they all start murmuring to each other in hushed tones like they're in awe of him. And instead of like soaking it in, he goes, "Shut up!" Like he's sick of it. It's good. Grandpa Simpson's one of the best. Reinforced gates of the second wall slam shut in front of you. And archers above force you to retreat. Good grief. Okay, so we only made it through one of the walls. Ruga says, "A nasty affair taking over a kingdom." Oh, yeah, you've had experience trying to take over. Ruga is near you, rubbing the stump of his missing hand. Ruga says, "I wish I could have done more today, but I doubt the king will last much longer inside his walls. You're too exhausted to worry about what he means." And soon he walks away on other business. He left. We ignored him and he left. Good. There he goes. The closed gates, the stench of death. All of it threatens to turn your stomach and make you sick. Oldleaf was huge in those two fights. I loved it. Granted, she didn't have any crowd control in the second fight, but having that second archer was really useful. Oldleaf says, I'm glad we're still alive through all this, but..." Let says, "I know." Oldleaf says, "We fought so hard to get here. For what?" Let says, "We made it to Arberrong, but not inside. We're no better off out here than in Borsgard." Oldleaf says, "It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were going to save everybody." This kind of breaks my heart, and it makes me wonder if there's an option to be able, like, if over the course of the game you make the choices where you can reach the city without having to fight your way in. Maybe if I would have forsaken the Varl and Horseborn. But it makes it feel like, yeah, there's missed opportunity here. We could have saved everybody and we didn't. Publican, yeah, that reminds me. Another favorite grandpa quote of mine is the episode when it's revealed he and Mr. Burns were in the same military unit. What was the military unit in World War II called? The Dogfish or something like that, right? And it turns out that the unit recovered some treasure and then hid the treasure away, and each member of the unit had a key. And as each member of the unit died, their keys got passed on to the other surviving members. Dogfish? Hogfish? Something like that. Anyway, so Mr. Burns and Grandpa are the only two left. And so they're at the funeral of one of their other mates, and it's like raining, and Grandpa's wearing a suit, and Mr. Burns is in a suit with an umbrella, and they're talking about, like, oh, there's only so many keys left. And Grandpa says something, and it's really stupid, and Mr. Burns goes, "Oh, Simpson, can't you go flying hellfish, yes, thank you." He goes, "Thank you, can't you go 5 seconds without embarrassing yourself?" And then there's a pause, and just standing there in the cemetery, Grandpa's suspenders pop with like a boing sound, and his pants fall down. Everybody's standing completely still, and this just happens out of nowhere. And he goes, "How long was that?" Oh, man. I sometimes wonder if the writer's room of The Simpsons from like the 3rd season to the 10th season wasn't just like one of the funniest places on earth in all time. Oh, man. It was so silly. Okay, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be like this. We were supposed to save everybody. Well, it says, "At least Hakon and the Varl are still with us." Oldleaf's eyes look as empty as you feel as she slowly glances around. Oldleaf says, "What now?" Well, it says, well, we can't stay out here. As much as I'd like to sleep, we'll have to get behind those walls somehow. And then there's the darkness. Yeah. Don't forget about Brit rock band The Darkness. It looks evil, like it's going to swallow the world, but it believes in a thing called love. Juno said we have to hold out until they finish what they set out to do. Oldleaf says, how are we supposed to know when they finish? So what they been killed. Yeah, I think any Grandpa heavy or Mr. Burns heavy episodes are usually some of my favorites. One of my favorites, of course, is the Who Shot Mr. Burns two-parter. Oh, and the baseball team one, the nuclear plant baseball team. That's an all-timer. Any episode that has jokes about how old Mr. Burns is and how out of touch he is. Like during the baseball episode, you know, he's asking Smithers to go out and get ringers, like baseball players, to play on his team. And he's like, I want Cap Anson, Honus Wagner, Mordecai Three Finger Brown. And Smithers is like, sir, all those players have been dead for 40, 50 years. And he goes, well, then bring me good players, living players. Or jokes about how he's super weak. Mr. Burns jokes are great. The Halloween episode with King Homer, the King Kong episode with Homer, when they're at the island and they're trying to capture Homer, and Mr. Burns goes, get a snoot full of this gas bomb, and he throws it and it lands 2 feet in front of him. Sorry. I watched The Simpsons like religiously when I was a kid, so I could go on and on and on about Simpsons episodes and quotes. I have friends who have actually gotten annoyed with me because I won't stop talking about The Simpsons sometimes. He crossed the line between everyday villainy and cartoons. That's right. The second part of that Who Shot Mr. Burns episode too has one of my favorite jokes of all time, which is when Moe is taking the lie detector test. Yeah, any Halloween episode's great, you're right. But when Moe's taking the lie detector test and the police are questioning him about whether he shot Burns, he's like, no, I didn't shoot him. And they're like, okay, that checks out. And then he's like, now, am I free? You're free to go. He's like, good, because I got a hot date tonight. And he goes through that whole sequence, and the lie detector keeps calling him on his lies. Oh, man. And then in the very end, the capper is when he says, now would you unhook this thing? I don't deserve this kind of shabby treatment. And then it catches him in a lie again. That's great. All right. Oldleaf says, until they're going to stop that darkness themselves? Well, it says they're going to try. We're going to try and stay alive until they do. Oldleaf seems to take strength from your resolve. Oh, wow, really? Oldleaf's looking to me for strength? She's been my strength this whole time, basically, ever since Rook died. Oldleaf's been, like, the one that I've thought of as the adult in the room. She takes a deep breath, and her eyes focus on a man running toward you. Alette! The man yells, then gets close. I'm just reading your guys' quotes as you post them. Aeroplane to the Prussian consulate in Siam. You recognize him as one of your scouts. It's Tolir. Why is he whispering? It's Tolir, he whispers. They're dead. Every one of them. Hoof prints all over the place, too. Oh no, what happened? Horseborn are dead? Or Horseborn killed everybody? His words hit you and you scan the crowd. Unlike all the other fighters who are now resting, Canary and her Horseborn are standing in armed ranks. They all look out of place yet confident. You even think you see their leader smiling. Oh, no. Deception? Treachery? What? What? No! No, 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 no! Oh! Cliffhanger? What just happened there? Did the Horseborn kill all the humans outside the walls? Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Okay, okay, hang on. We gotta get in character here. It did not need to come to this. Oh, shit. Avon's fucking shit up. You killed her. Stop this, Avon. That's enough. Killed who? Juno? Like earlier? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, everybody. So, what the hell happened with the horseborn there? Do you remember... Oh, sorry, I hit the mic with my hand, sorry. Do you remember... like, right when we first got to Arborong, was it Scathak and Canary and maybe Roek or somebody else? We're all talking about how, like, ooh, there's a lot of people here. Don't know if you can feed all these people. It'd be better if some of them died. So was that ending just now? Was that the horseborn being like, hey, we did you a favor. We cleared out some of the human herd? Or, like culturally, they don't understand we don't like to kill our own people, you know? So maybe they were just like, oh, we'll do them a favor. Like, they really actually thought they were doing this out of the kindness of their heart. And it'll just be revealed like, oh, no, what the fuck, you sickos? We don't kill our own kind just to save ourselves from food. Is it a misunderstanding? Or was this a planned coup in which they acted like they were our friends, and now that they've got us over a barrel, they're going to fuck us up? Oof. Shit. And I bet this is the end of the game right here, whatever is about to happen, and I bet that we won't find out the answer to that until the third game. Damn you, publican! If only you'd been paying more attention, I'm sure we knew what was going on. Yeah, monocrimium, we don't know. We don't know. They may have been planning that from the beginning. Maybe not Scathak and his group, but Canary, I could totally see Canary. Because remember, Canary didn't join us until after we kicked her ass. So I could totally see her being like, "Oh, these guys are tough. I better just bide my time and wait for an ideal moment," you know? That's kind of what I'm thinking. They're thinking. Her joining us was not so much a, yeah, you seem alright. It was more so a, well, you kicked my ass, but I'll get you eventually. I'll just play nice for now. Ugh. I think you're right, Monochromium. God damn it, this game. I had the option to turn Canary away, too, didn't I? Did I? These games are so much like real life, it's almost depressing. You just can't fucking win. Or even when you do win, there's always something that undercuts it. Something that's 2 steps forward, like 5 steps back. Anyway, let's get to it. So, we're here at Manahar. We have Ivor, Juno, and Avond, and apparently Avond is just fucking people up left and right, because we're here at the Valka, like, home world, basically, temple. Since I got the trophy for a story, you're right. Should have killed her like I said. You were right. Ah, man. You know what? Next game I play, I'm just going to listen to Publican non-stop, and we'll see how that goes. Is anyone in this game an unambiguously good person? I would say that Ivor is, except that he bailed on Alette. I still think that was an out-of-character moment, or they could have done a better job explaining it. I think Hakon's a good person. He hasn't ever crossed Alette. And I'd say Odleif's a good person. If Gil had lived to this point, maybe he'd be a good person. Rook, certainly, I think, would qualify if he had lived. Otherwise, no, I don't trust these motherfuckers as far as I can throw them. Right, so yeah, it looks like Avond is killing Valka because they sentenced Juno to death. He's going a little apeshit, and apparently the lightning is getting out of hand here. 3 living characters. Yeah, you're right, Sierra, you're right. Well, we don't know. The Horseborn might be redeemable. It might not be what it looked like. Kill them all. Yeah, I think you're right. Just kill them all. Someday I'll play this game and I'll just kill them all. Every chance I get, I'll just kill somebody. every dialogue option. Kill him, kill him, kill him, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, anyway, Ivor said, you told me we would be in and out of here. This isn't in and out. Where's Bulwark, by the way? Maybe we're going to find him. Juno says, we hoped Valka Ducey wouldn't be foolish enough to attack us. Oh, this is Ducey. You hoped I would let an escaped prisoner and a dead Valka rob us without a fight? Juno says, we hoped you would see reason. Ducey says, reason, yes. What was your reason for breaking the world? Ivor looks at Juno, unsure of what to say. You didn't tell me all of this was your fault. Yeah, they've been rather reticent about that. Probably Publican, but it's being destroyed anyway. I haven't saved the world by listening to myself. Let's get what we came here for and leave. Maybe shutting him up is the best plan. No, let's hear this out. Ivor has certainly not heard that this was their fault, so yeah. Juno looks at you but says nothing. Ducey says, you've recruited Ingvar, yet keep him ignorant of your actions. Yeah, Ingvar has been kind of a chump recently, honestly. A little bit too trusting and a little bit, a little cavalier about abandoning his ward and best friend, Alette. Juno says, even you have no idea what you're talking about, Ducey. Ducey says, call it a hunch, but whatever is breaking this world stems from the source of our weaving. I'm playing Ducey as a man, but it might be a woman, I don't know. Ducey says, you, Juno, were sentenced to death for manipulating minds. You knew it was forbidden. Valka Ducey coughs. Small flecks of blood hit the stone floor. Ducey says, but you were helping Avon to, what, become a god? What? Holy shit. What the fuck's going on here? Juno says nothing, her anger apparent. Ivor says, become a god? This doesn't make any sense. I tend to agree with you. Ducey says, and now this darkness, Avon, what did you unleash to bring her back? Avon gasps and looks strained. A few stones drop from the walls. Juno says, our cause broke council laws, but that does not make it wrong. Ah, monochromia. You could have realized the importance of our work. You should have. Ducey says, and you two should have stopped your curiosities when the council warned you. Okay, so we've had so far Zephyr and Nikel's, even though Nikel's was just kind of an underling. But Zephyr and Ducey now telling us that Juno and Avon are seriously fucked up people who are like after the wrong things for the wrong reasons. As much as Avon and Juno are sympathetic protagonist-type characters in the first game, they sure seem kind of freaking evil in this second game. I'm kind of inclined to believe Zephyr and Ducey. So Juno was controlling minds, perhaps, or maybe incidentally, with the purpose of helping Avon become a god, because apparently Avon wanted to become a god of something. That's where he gathered the lightning power. And as a result, they sentenced Juno to death. Avon was pissed and tried to bring her back to life. And either the act of him trying to become a god or the act of him trying to bring her back to life is what initiated this world-eating darkness, I think is what we're learning here. Perhaps even what killed the gods? She may have been controlling Avon, that's true. But certainly seems to be responsible for the darkness, and if the darkness has driven the dredge above ground, then it's responsible for the dredge, and if the serpent is here as a world-eating thing, is responsible for the serpent. Ah, God, the fuck. Alright. Ducey said, you'd still have your life, have each other. Okay, so they didn't sentence Juno to death, they warned her first. She didn't stop, and then they killed her. Do you even see what you've become? Juno's confidence vanishes at the question. You have never seen Avalka's tears until now. Yeah, it's hard to tell what the hell is going on, Ciara. Maybe that's a good thing or maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. It always bothers me a little bit when I can't tell what the fuck's going on. Or at least, it bothers me when I can't guess where it's going. I don't necessarily have to be right, but I like to be able to say, ah, okay, I think that they're going to do this. Maybe they throw me a curve and it's like, oh, no, they actually did this. That's cool. But with some, as I've said before, with some of the exposition in the Banner Saga, it's hard to tell even what they're talking about sometimes. It's so vague, and it feels like it needed another edit or something. I don't know. Like, for example, the last stream we had, when we arrive at Arborong, there's a few little, like, oh, go here and fight these guys and save your food kind of thing. And then you come back, and you're standing outside the gates, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, Ruga's portrait shows up. And his little portrait is there. And it doesn't even say, oh, by the way, here's Ruga. He's here now, and he's going to tell you this. It just starts talking. He just starts talking. And you're like, where? The last time we saw this guy, he was running for his life because we wanted to kill him, because he tried to take over. And now you just pop his photo up, and we're supposed to understand that he's there talking to us for some, like, you gotta say, like, you gotta set that up, right? You gotta be like, oh, and now this group of men approach you, or this group of guards, and in the middle of them is a figure that you recognize. When you get closer, you see that it's Ruga, and you're shocked at his appearance, and blah, 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 blah. And then you introduce, like, he starts talking about, oh, yes, I was selected to lead these people, blah, 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 blah. But just popping his picture up, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Where did this guy come from? That's kind of what I'm talking about sometimes when that's an example of what I'm talking about when I'm saying that the exposition in this game is vague and somehow also cluttered. It's both things at once, which is very confusing sometimes. Anyway, Ducey continues. And the Varl, are you threatening to control his mind too? If I were you, Ingvar, I'd... The large door to the Valka's hall shakes from a great impact, then shatters. Oh boy, you know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a rocking guitar chord for the entrance of Bulwark. We will have our vengeance for your deceit. Oh shit. He took Bellower out of the cart. The floor and walls are now glowing, floating, and breaking apart. Another Valka enters the room. She looks concerned for the barely conscious Ducey and mortified by Juno. Is it Zephyr? Bulwark says, you lied to us. Your oaths meant nothing. Bulwark's rage is consuming him, and he is spitting more than speaking. Yes, Chris, it's a very real feeling. Ivor says, is that Bellower's faint body? Juno says, not just his body, I fear. Bulwark's mind is not his own. Bulwark looks at you, and his eyes go wide before a cold hatred settles into his stare. Just a moment. Just a moment. Oh, I was just thinking, wait, how does Juno know who Bulwark is? But everybody met back at Borsgard, that's right, okay. Yes, I think you're right, Monochromium. I think we're fighting Bellower inside Bulwark. Bulwark says, we know you murdered Reyes and her child. Uh-oh. So Bulwark is fully controlled by Bellower's mind now. And we're Ivor. That means Ivor and Bulwark are going to fight. And Bulwark, because I played as him for 90% of half of the game, so 45% of the game, I guess, Bulwark is pretty well leveled up, too. In fact, I'm realizing now that the better you use Bulwark as you play the game, the more you're probably fucking yourself over in this final fight. Okay. Step forward, draw your weapon. Why in the depths is Bellower's body here? Who are you talking about? Look, based on what Juno said, and the fact that he dragged Bellower's body in here, I think it's pretty obvious. I think Ivor would think it's pretty obvious what we're dealing with here. Yeah, Fletch, maybe you didn't hear it, but earlier in the stream I was saying how if I call Ciara Ciara and I call Walter Walter, I should probably call you Chris since I know your name. I'll have to make a mental note of that. Enough small talk. We know what we're dealing with here. Let's just draw the weapon. Bulwark says, after I kill you, Ingvar, I'll rip their bodies apart. I'll pull this arrow. Why doesn't he just pull the arrow now? If he's already Bellower in mind. Juno says, no! The fear in her voice is infinite. Infinite fear. Avon reacts to her by screaming, and the whole tower pulses with crackling energy, shaking violently. Juno says, Ivor, I'll help Avon and hold off Ducey. Kill Bulwark, you're the only one who can. Bulwark growls deeply and stands to his full height, brandishing his axes. He looks stronger than ever. Zephyr says, stay where you are, Ingvar. Shit. I trust Zephyr more than Juno, but I don't know that I have a choice here. You step forward, but feel the air thicken around you for a moment, stopping you. Then it suddenly releases his grip. I mean, Ivor doesn't trust Zephyr more than Juno, but Pem trusts Zephyr more than Juno, I think. Mainly because Juno has both controlled characters' minds that we've witnessed in-game, and she's obfuscated the truth multiple times, whereas Zephyr has at least been truthful, as far as we can tell. Uh-oh. Juno says, no, Zephyr, now you will do as I say. Oh boy. This is an old-fashioned Jedi fight right here. Valka Zephyr looks shocked by Juno's control, but you waste no time in charging Bulwark. You slam your head into him with tremendous force, sending him reeling across the room. Oh, God. Is this going to be a one-on-one fight? Yep. Run, you one-armed bandit! Juno, help me! Okay, we don't even get a chance to like inspect Ivor or try to upgrade him or anything. So that must be Ducey there. Is Zephyr in sight? I don't see. Is that Zephyr? No, that must be one or the other. There's Zephyr. There's Bellower. Okay, so here's a thought that I'm having right now. Oh. What? Zephyr is on my team too. Here's a thought that I'm having right now. What if this whole story we've basically been playing the bad guys? Like, I'm just thinking about it, right? What if the Dredge are the good guys? I don't know. Does this make sense? My brain is kind of, like, cramping right now. Like, the Dredge have women and children. They're obviously on the run from something dangerous. They're basically, like, refugees that are just trying to... Oh, Zephyr's being controlled by Juno. Right. Okay, thanks, Ciara, for clearing that up. I'm like, wait, why is Zephyr on my side all of a sudden? They definitely, like, okay, so Bellower has this weird mind control power, and the Dredge are kind of merciless about killing anybody that's in front of them, and they're not too interested in communicating. But at the same time, why is nobody on the human Varl side interested in trying to work out what the fuck's going on or trying to communicate with them, you know, with the dredge. They're just like, ah, dredge, kill him. Which, you know, they have a history, I guess. But given that it's the end of the world, wouldn't it have occurred to the humans by now to be like, hey, why not try to figure out what the fuck they need and see if we can't work our differences out? At no point has any human ever expressed taking a conciliatory approach to the dredge. It's always just been kill, 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 or run. Maybe we're the assholes. I think we are the assholes. I think that's clear. Alright, we can't move anybody, so let's just get started here. Since another mine within Bulwark. You don't say. Okay, wait a minute. Now Zephyr's not an option. Okay, save up that willpower, man. For all of my people who fell to your schemes, you will pay. See, this is the first time we've heard a dredge talk, even. Ooh. All your people? What do you mean, your people? Music is fantastic. It's always been fantastic. Alright. 13, 11, 9, willpower. Frenzy. Yeah, that sucks. Call the weak. Shouldn't be an issue here. Bear Rage. Could potentially suck. He's got Bellower's Dream, which does something. We don't know what that does. 3 armor break, 2 exertion, 9 willpower. Alright. We have the advantage in armor and strength. It's just a matter of being careful. Is he going to go attack Zephyr so that she joins his side? Is that what's going to happen here? He's going to pull the arrow? Oh, no, don't pull the... Zephyr is under my control, but I think Bulwark is possessed. We know this! Bellower? Seems I'll get payback for my arm after all. If I was him, I would pull the arrow, and this fight would get really interesting really fast. Where the hell is he going, anyway? What's Avon doing? Raise and thousands of others will be avenged. Kinda looks like they're dancing. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Avon is losing control. Watch out for lightning. Where is he and what is he doing? He's setting up lightning. Okay, so if I go there, -1 strength and stuns. Alright. I'll just go there. Yes, it could be. I'm going to see if I can't get him close. He's not coming close. Ride Zephyr's wind. A lightning strike might free Bulwark's mind. Holy shit. Okay, hang on. Be right there. If I go here, maybe that draws him down to within my reach and he'll walk through this lightning. Two turns before the lightning strikes. Oh, you son of a bitch. Damn it. God damn, that's a lot of armor break. Whew. Hi, Walter. Yes, this is basically, as far as I can tell, this is the end of the game. Oh, shit, he's regenerating armor. Let's try this. I don't know. Oh, damn it, the lightning's gone. Well, shit, that defeated the purpose of coming up here. Okay, go there. I think. I don't know, maybe I'm wasting steps here. Need to get him into the lightning. There we go. Does that help? It doesn't help. Need to get him into the lightning again. Has to be on a lightning tile the turn before it hits. Yeah, let's see. Ah, see that. Come on. God damn it. Oh good. You walked into that one. What? Why am I running away? What the hell? I can kill him. Should I try that? Sure, what the hell? Pipe plant. Okay. What happened? The roof of the tower is collapsing along with the walls. Avent has nearly strained himself beyond his limits. Ivor, grab Bellower's body and bring it close, Juno shouts. We'll drop him into the vast on our way north. You do as you're asked, just as Avent loses control.
In a flash, threads unwind. Our intentions gone. Our fates laid bare.
Uh-oh.
We're forced to change. Pulled in new directions.
Oh no.
For good or ill, we cannot know. How far do the echoes of our struggles reach? What can we expect from our efforts in this breaking world? Our answers, the reasons for our journey, lay just beyond these walls.
Whoa! Wait a minute. So one thing I noticed there, okay, so it was Ivor, Avent is still alive, even though the building collapsed. Juno's still alive. Folka was with them. I don't remember, when did we last see Folka? Folka stayed behind someplace. And Bolver went on alone, but Folka was with them in that last picture there. So they're going into the darkness? Whew. Oh, shit. What? So the serpents, Bulver, no, Ivor has Bellower's body, right? And Bulwark swallowed some of the serpent's goo. Ah, I don't know what any of this means. I can't wait to play the third game. And this music is flippin' fantastic. Really, I kind of want to play this game over again and make completely different choices. I mean, 1 and 2. I think I've played 1 3 or 4 times. But now I want to play it again and make completely different choices. Yeah, he might just be a zombie. A mind-controlled zombie by anybody. By... we don't know. By Bellower? By... the serpent? Alternate ending to that last fight. Well, don't spoil it. BS3 is in production. My understanding is Banner Saga 3, there's not an official release date, but Banner Saga 1 was released in 2014, I think. 2 was released in 2016, and now it's 2018. So if you figure every even year, maybe it'll be released sometime later this year. Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna spoil it, Monochromium. I didn't mean to shout at you, such as it was. But I think there's more. There's obviously an alternate ending for the end there in terms of what could happen at that tower in Manahar, I think. But there's plenty of other choices that could result in different things happening all throughout the game, I think. All throughout both games. I know that it's possible for certain characters in the first game to survive all the way through the second game that didn't survive for me, and I know that it's possible for characters who have survived for me through the second game to die in the first and second games. So you can have a completely different cast of characters based on what choices you make in the games, and of course based on what characters you have in your party, then there are other choices that open up. When it comes to, like, remember how people talked about, like, oh man, when Mass Effect 3 is over, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be 3 straight games worth of choices that are going to have built up, and no 2 endings will be the same. And then, of course, it ended up kind of being like, well, they kind of simplified things. It was a bit of a disappointment. But these games, I believe, are much more choice tree oriented. Not necessarily that there's a different ending for every single choice that you make, but that the game, there's a lot of variability built in, both in terms of characters, party, choices that are available based on who is still alive. Like, changes a lot. Whereas, like, the Mass Effect series was like 3 huge choices and then a bunch of little minor ones that they kind of sort of massaged to make it all fairly uniform by the time the third game ended. Yeah, I agree, CR. This feels like how Mass Effect was supposed to work. I just wish the exposition here was a little bit more clear. That's all. But that said, I would rather have less clear exposition and more like, holy shit, what the fuck? What just happened? What's going on? What? Especially if the later games handle it. Like some of the things that in the first game that I was like, what the fuck's going on here, are explained better in the second game. Like the serpent. In the serpent, in the first game, the serpent, there's no exposition whatsoever about the serpent. There's a short conversation that he has with Juno, and otherwise you're just like, what the fuck is this supposed to mean? What is this? What is this? The second game explains that better. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that some of the things that I'm foggy about or wish that had been explained better in this game might be explained better in the third. I'll allow that. That's fine. If I have a criticism of the second game, it's purely a personal one. It's not really an objective criticism at all, but it's that personally I find Bulwark a kind of a boring, crotchety character, and I wish that you didn't have to play half the game as him. I would rather honestly be Folka than Bulwark, but and I think it might make more interesting storytelling sense if you were playing a character like Folka who had to keep this giant, gruff, growly, violent, aggressive giant in line. Like if you had to make choices to try to keep him happy, to try to keep him placated, while his mind's being taken over, that might be more interesting than, oh, I'm a big burly asshole and I'm angry about everything. I don't know. I liked Volka a lot. She was great. The second game has also made me realize that Alette just freaking rocks. Straight up rocks. I love Alette. She might be my favorite character in the whole thing. Ivan and Juno's dynamic is weird and interesting. I'm interested to see where that goes. The Volca as a whole, I'd like to learn more about what the hell happened with them, with all of them, how the lines were drawn, blah blah blah. Let's see. Yes, Mogan comes to mind. You're right, Publican. That's a character that could have made it if I would have made different choices, and who knows what choices would have followed having Mogan in the party. Likewise, there was a choice that was made in Alette's group where Hogan decided that he was going to stop. He was going to put down the sword, or the axe, as the case may be, and go back to being a family man. Who knows what options would have remained if I had chosen otherwise and kept him as a fighter. Other than some presentation problems with some story elements, I think the dev team for the Banished Saga has something really good going here. Yes, I agree. They've done a great job. I think their idea, the general idea for the story setting, the turn-based combat, which I love the turn-based combat, the animation and the music is all absolutely amazing. As you said, just some storytelling issues, not really choices, just more so like the logistics of telling the story, divulging information, leave something to be desired. But as I said, maybe the third game will make up for it. But when you're talking about episodic storytelling, that's still kind of a crappy way to tell a story, right? Like if you're going to make a trilogy of movies, and the first movie was so cryptic and difficult to interpret that the audience really couldn't tell what was happening, then most people wouldn't even watch the second and third movies, which would defeat the purpose of trying to tell a trilogy story in the first place. You gotta, not that you have to think ahead, but a bit more judicious. Don't be afraid to be conventional when it comes to storytelling, is my point. Humans have been telling stories for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years. There's like, it's tried and true, right? There are rules to storytelling, and they're there because they work. Don't be afraid to obey the rules. It's not like painting or something where it's like, break all the rules and I'll make something awesome. Like, yeah, you're right. You can do that. And even in storytelling, you can do that sometimes. But man, it takes a very special storyteller and a very special story to pull it off. Don't be afraid to be conventional when it comes to storytelling. It's okay. Walter's question, any other changes you think you make if you were in charge of the third? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't feel like I could answer that. Just because I don't want to take anything away from what the people who are making this game are doing. I won't pretend to know their mind. But that's a good question. I can certainly think of what I would do differently in the first two games, but I also don't know what they're trying to do with the third game, so I won't pretend like I know better than them. But yes, Ciara, all in all, very enjoyable. Just a beautiful game, beautifully done, great animation, great music, very interesting story, beautiful setting. Uh, well worth the 20 or $30 it cost to play each game, and you can get them if you put them on your wish list on Steam. You can get them on sale for like $10 a piece, or I think you can still go onto Kickstarter and contribute to the third game. And if you do, I think if you kick in like an extra $20, you get both of the first two games for included. So that's an option you might want to consider, both to patronize the makers of the game and help contribute to what they're trying to do with the third game, and also get the first two games at a discount. I'm not sure if Kickstarter, their campaign is still open or not, but I'm sure if you were able to contact them somehow and say, hey, I want to give you some money, they would probably take it. Anyway, hats off to Stoic. Well done. I'm really looking forward to the third game. I will stream something else behind Morrowind next week. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys brought any suggestions. But if you did, let me know in the chat, or just leave them in a comment when I upload these to YouTube, and I will take it under advisement. We'll have to figure something out, because that's only a week away. Yes, let's hear it, Monochromium. Dragon Age? Ooh, Dragon Age. Oh, Dragon Age. That's a good suggestion, but that's a commitment, because I would play the entire trilogy, like Mass Effect. Oh, which would mean we'd be in Dragon Age for years. Okay, let's hear him. Dragon Age feels more like a Let's Play game than a stream game, just because the combat can be very intensive, I think. I feel that way with Banner Saga too. Sometimes I really have to get into the strategy of a fight and think about it, whereas Morrowind is more like just spam a button. Nightbot. Nightbot wants me to join Discord. Neverwinter Nights. I could do that. I have not ever played Neverwinter Nights, but I could do that. Monochromium's two suggestions are Dark Souls, which I've never played, but I want to play someday, and Hand of Fate, which I have played. Hand of Fate, I really enjoyed. Hand of Fate was tons of fun. It has a crushing endgame, though. Just downright painful endgame. And I still have not beat it. Ooh. I really enjoyed Hand of Fate, but man, I sometimes stress myself out thinking about what Darkest Dungeon's endgame is going to be like, and how long is it going to take me to bruise my way through the end of this game. Hand of Fate similarly would be daunting. It'd just be like, oh, fuck, okay. Neverwinter Nights, that's an option. Is that on Steam? Let me just pull Steam up really quick. Oh, my cat is meowing. Was it? I thought Neverwinter Nights was a I thought it was multiplayer. Forgotten Realms, this best-selling in Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game, combines all the content of Neverwinter Nights Diamond Edition with all the new... Oh, there's an Enhanced Edition, kind of like Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Oh, coming soon. Not yet available. Okay, wait. That's the Enhanced Edition. Is there a non-Enhanced Edition? There's DLC. Maybe I could find it on GOG. Maybe Good Old Games would have it. Yeah, that's one reason why I never played Neverwinter Nights 2 is because I always heard of the multiplayer as being the main reason to play it. But maybe it's like Diablo 2, for example, where there's the multiplayer, which can be enjoyable, but I always played the single player campaign and enjoyed it just fine. Neverwinter Nights is an option. You know, it's another option. I own on good old games. I own Planescape Torment, which I have played once but never finished. So that's another option. Could do Planescape Torment if we're talking D&D realms. Diablo 3, yeah, I always imagined I would revisit Diablo and Diablo 3 in Let's Play form, since I did the second game as a Let's Play. I have, in my mindset, I have series of games. Walter, Planescape, they have made a sequel. It was by, what was the name of the studio? The same studio that did the sequel to Wasteland, Wasteland 2. Exile. In Exile, I think? In Exile? They made a sequel to Planescape Torment called Torment Tides of Numenora, which I have on my wish list, but I have not purchased yet. Yeah, it came out a year or two ago, I think. It's been out for a while. I just haven't gotten it yet. I always said, like, oh, I'll get it when I finish Planescape Torment, and I've never finished Planescape Torment, so... let's see. So our choices here are Hand of Fate, Dark Souls, Dragon Age, Neverwinter Nights, Diablo 3. Yeah, I'm gonna save the Diablo games. I'm gonna do Let's Plays of. Planescape Torment. I think I already said that. Yeah. Okay, that's a good number of options. One thing I was thinking of, the more I think about it though, the more I think it probably isn't a good idea, was X3 Albion Prelude, which is a space trade and combat sim. I really enjoy playing this game, but I've always been afraid to Let's Play it because a lot of it is just quiet, empty flying through space. Oh, sorry, what was your suggestion, Ciara? I didn't mean to gloss over it. Going back, still really enjoyable. Two Worlds. That was your suggestion? I've never heard of Two Worlds. You'll have to tell me what the heck it was. Is. I don't know what Two Worlds is. But you're not serious. Oh. Well then why then I'll just gloss over it. No, I'm joking. I don't know what Two Worlds is. Right. X3 Albion Prelude. Space sim. I'm hesitant to Let's Play it someday because it's basically... Oh, hi, Jizza. Forgot you were here. It's basically just flying through space and trading things and then occasionally shooting things down. And I thought, oh boy, that'd be fun to Let's Play. I really enjoy this game. But it can also be very dry and boring because a lot of it's just flying through space. So then I thought, well, what if I streamed it? Then all the times when I'm flying through space, I can talk to the chat. I'm like, yeah, okay, but that's still a lot of just downtime. It'd be more like a hanging out kind of game, I think. I don't know. I like your guys' suggestions way better. I will look at Two Worlds. Check it out. I would say right now the ones that interest me the most are... I'm actually more intrigued by Neverwinter Nights. I want to see what that would be like. Oh, that's okay, Jezza. Thanks. Yeah. Pick up Dark Souls. I own Dark Souls. Yeah, my understanding of Dark Souls is very steep learning curve. And not easy to play with mouse and keyboard, which I don't have a USB controller, so I would either have to get one or try it with mouse and keyboard. apologize in advance for Two Worlds. That is not the ringing endorsement I was expecting, but yeah, no worries, everybody. I'll take all your suggestions under advisement and come back to you with something next week. I'll also I'll read you off some things from my Steam library, and you guys, if you hear something that you want to play or see me play, let me know. Age of Empires 2, HT Edition, Apatheon, I've played that before and beat it, it's fine. Baldur's Gate 2, I would play 1 before 2. Banished, Banner Saga, we did that. Bard's Tale, I tried it once, is okay-ish. Batman, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Borderlands, Cities Skylines, I've never played that before, but I own it. Command and Conquer, Red Alert 3, Crusader Kings 2, we've done that one to death. Dark Souls, Darkest Dungeon, Deus Ex, Human Revolution, which I got into but never finished. Dishonored, which I've never even touched, been meaning to. Divine Divinity, Dragon Age, of course, Dungeon of the Endless, Elder Scrolls, Elite Dangerous, which I kind of hated. Endless Legend, Endless Space, Europa Universalis 4. I don't think I want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, given how long it took me to finish Crusader Kings 2. The Fallout series, which I'll probably Let's Play someday. Flight of the Icarus, Free Space 2, FTL. Gang Beasts, that's more of a multiplayer one. Hand of Fate, Monochromium suggestion. Jade Empire, which is one I really want to do, but just haven't found the time yet. King's Bounty, The Legend. Kingdoms of Amalur, which is another one that I want to Let's Play someday. Legends of Eisenwald, which is fun, but their combat kind of sucks, and it's a real goddamn drain on my computer for whatever reason. My computer makes a ton of noise when it plays Legend of Eisenwald. The Mass Effect series. Might and Magic Hero 6. Never played any of the Might and Magic games. Mirror's Edge. Monkey Island. That was fun. Mountain Blade. Portal 2. I don't really want to play puzzle games, though. Rome Total War. Civilization 4. Civilization 5. Civilization Beyond Earth. Sins of a Solar Empire. Star Wars. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Starpoint Gemini 2. Talisman. Torchlight 1 and 2. Total War Shogun 2. Tropico 4. Yeah, that's alright. Unreal Tournament. Wasteland 2, which I want to Let's Play someday as well. The Witcher 2, Witcher 3. I have not even touched those. I've been setting them aside, hoping to get to them someday. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Love the old Wolfenstein games. We'll probably play that one someday too. And then, of course, X3, and then XCOM, Enemy Unknown, which someday I will Let's Play that one properly as well. But I gotta go back and catch up. Right. Walter's laughing at Sierra trying to back out. Yeah, that sounds good, Walter. Do that. Rome Total War. Yeah, that's an option. Of all the Total War games, I've played Rome the most, I think. Something I haven't played would be great. Okay. Dishonored could be good. I've heard Dishonored lots of fun. Never tried it, though. Might and Magic on DOS. Oh my god. I didn't even know that was a thing. Kingdoms of Amalur, Knights of the Old Republic, Deus Ex, Dishonored, KOTOR, and Wolfenstein. That's just me. Alright. Well, I'll have all this in video form to review in the days to come, and Baldur's Gate, Dishonored, KOTOR, Witcher, Wolf, any game you pick, I'll watch. Alright. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you're all on board for whatever, but Banner Saga was something I wanted to do for a while, but I didn't want to Let's Play it because I feel like it's almost too interactive in a way, and the combat, there's not really much I can say about the combat other than, all right, I'm moving this guy here because I'm thinking this, which when you're watching a Let's Play isn't necessarily the most interesting thing. I think streaming it was the right idea because I feel like it could engage the audience a little bit better in a more like real-time quick response format than you could if you just left comments on a video after the fact. Anyway, great games though. And as soon as Banner Saga 3 comes out, whatever game I finish first of Morrowind or whatever game I stream after Morrowind, I will pick up Banner Saga 3 and get right back into it. But that's it. I've been talking for, God, 4 hours now, almost. I need a drink of water. So, I will end the stream for the night. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out and watching and chatting with me afterwards. I really appreciate it. Next week, of course, we'll do... Oh, might watch Fifth Element. Dude, I want to come over to your house. I love Fifth Element. Let's see... Noted, Monochromium. Thank you. Yeah, see you guys next week. I am, as I said at the very, very beginning of the stream, and I'm not sure that many of you were on hand, but I'm out of town starting Friday and through Tuesday. So there won't... I'll upload on Friday. I'll upload Darkest Dungeon. Won't upload Mass Effect on Saturday because I'll be out. Sunday I don't upload. Monday I won't upload because I'll be out. And then Tuesday I'll upload Mass Effect 3. And then we'll go right back to our regular schedule. So... if you're looking for videos, or if you see somebody else commenting like, hey, why isn't Pem uploaded? Not that anybody does that. But if you see it, you can explain to them, hey, he's out of town this weekend. He'll be back on Tuesday. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and I will talk to you next week. Looking forward to it.